If you're diabetic and your legs are swollen right now, this could save your life. What I'm about to tell you, most doctors won't even mention during your regular checkups. Picture this. You wake up one morning and your feet look like balloons. You can barely squeeze them into your shoes. Every step feels like you're walking on marshmallows, but painful marshmallows that make you want to cry. Sound familiar? Here's what's really happening inside your body that nobody talks about. When you have diabetes, your blood sugar acts like tiny glass shards flowing through your bloodstream. These microscopic weapons are literally slicing up the walls of your smallest blood vessels. Think about a garden hose with tiny holes poked all through it. When you turn on the water, it doesn't just flow where it's supposed to go anymore. Instead, water leaks out everywhere, pooling in places it shouldn't be. That's exactly what's happening in your legs right now. But here's where it gets scary. Most people think swollen legs are just uncomfortable. They don't realize this could be your body screaming that something is seriously wrong. According to recent medical research, diabetic leg swelling isn't just about fluid retention. It's often a warning sign that your circulation is failing. I need to tell you something that might make you uncomfortable. If you're ignoring this swelling, thinking it'll just go away on its own, you could be setting yourself up for something much worse. We're talking about infections that won't heal, tissue death, and in the worst cases, amputation. Now, before you panic, let me share some hope. There's a reason I'm making this video today. I've discovered 9 specific strategies that can turn this around, and some of them work so fast you'll notice a difference in just hours. This is BioVora, your trusted space for everything diabetes related. We talk only about diabetic health, nothing else. Subscribe today and live better with us. BioVora, where diabetic health comes first. But first, where are you watching from today? Drop a comment below and let me know if you're dealing with this right now. I read every single comment, and your story might help someone else watching this video. And if this information helps you, please hit that subscribe button and ring the notification bell. I share health tips like this every week that could literally save your life. Here's what most doctors don't tell you about diabetic leg swelling. It's not just one problem, it's actually 3 problems happening at the same time. Your blood vessels are damaged, your circulation is compromised, and your body is holding onto fluid like it's preparing for a drought. The first tip is going to sound almost too simple, but stick with me. Compression socks aren't just for old people or athletes. When you have diabetes, these become your secret weapon. Medical research from 2017 proved that proper compression socks can improve blood circulation and reduce swelling significantly. But here's the catch that most people get wrong. If your compression socks are too tight, they actually make the problem worse by cutting off circulation completely. You want them snug, not suffocating. Start with light compression and gradually increase if needed. Tip number 2 is something you can do right now while watching this video. Elevate your feet above your heart level. I know it sounds basic, but there's real science behind this. When you elevate your legs, gravity literally helps pull that trapped fluid back toward your heart where it belongs. Try this yoga pose called legs up the wall. Lie on your back near a wall, scoot your butt as close to the wall as possible, then raise your legs and rest them against the wall. Hold this for 5 to 10 minutes. You might actually feel the fluid draining away. Now here's where most people make a huge mistake. They think exercise will make their swelling worse, so they become couch potatoes. Wrong move. The right kind of exercise actually pumps fluid out of your legs like a hydraulic system. But you can't just jump into intense workouts. Swimming, cycling, and gentle walking are your best friends here. These non-weight-bearing exercises get your blood moving without putting extra stress on those swollen legs. Here's tip number 4, and this one might surprise you. You need to drink more water, not less. I know that sounds backwards when you're already retaining fluid, but here's what happens. When you're dehydrated, your body panics and holds on to every drop of water it can get. When you drink enough water, your body relaxes and lets go of the excess. But check with your doctor first, especially if you have heart or liver issues. Sometimes fluid restriction is necessary, and you need professional guidance on this one. Tip 5 is about something you probably do every single day without thinking. Sitting. If you sit for hours at a time, you're literally creating a dam in your legs. Fluid pools there because there's no muscle movement to pump it back up. Set a timer on your phone. Every hour, get up and walk for just 3 to 5 minutes. That's it. Those few minutes of movement can make a massive difference in how your legs feel by the end of the day. Now, let's talk about tip number 6, and this one might make you mad at your kitchen cabinet. Salt is not your friend when you have diabetic leg swelling. The American Dietary Guidelines recommend no more than 2,300 milligrams of salt per day, but if you have diabetes, you probably need even less. Here's the brutal truth about processed foods. They're loaded with hidden salt that's making your swelling worse every single day. That innocent-looking can of soup could have more than half your daily salt allowance in just one serving. Instead of salt, try cooking with garlic powder, oregano, rosemary, thyme, or paprika. Your taste buds will adapt faster than you think, and your legs will thank you. Tip 7 involves a mineral that most people are deficient in but don't even know it: magnesium. This mineral helps regulate your blood sugar and nerve function. When you don't have enough magnesium, fluid retention gets worse. Adult men need about 400 to 420 milligrams per day, and women need 310 to 360 milligrams. But before you run out and buy supplements, talk to your doctor. Too much magnesium can cause stomach problems and even heart issues. Here's tip number 8, and this one feels like a spa treatment: Epsom salt foot soaks. Epsom salt is actually magnesium sulfate, and soaking your feet in it can help reduce swelling and pain. But be careful here. If you have diabetic neuropathy, you might not be able to feel if the water is too hot, which could burn your feet. Always test the water temperature with your hands first. And never soak your feet if you have any open wounds or cuts. The 9th and final tip might be the most important one of all. You need to maintain a healthy weight. I know that's easier said than done, especially when you're dealing with diabetes, but here's why it matters so much. Extra weight puts additional pressure on your circulatory system. It's like trying to pump water through a hose while someone is standing on it. When you reach and maintain a moderate weight, your blood sugar becomes easier to control, which means less damage to your blood vessels. But here's what you absolutely must not ignore. If your swelling is new, getting worse, or only happening on one side of your body, you need to see a doctor immediately. One-sided swelling could be a sign of a blood clot, which is a medical emergency. Also, if you have any sores, ulcers, or blisters on your feet that aren't healing, don't wait. Diabetic foot infections can become serious quickly, and early treatment can prevent major complications. Listen, I know managing diabetes can feel overwhelming sometimes. Between checking blood sugar, watching what you eat, taking medications, and now dealing with swollen legs, it might feel like too much. But these 9 tips aren't just suggestions, they're your toolkit for taking back control. The beautiful thing about most of these strategies is that they work together. When you elevate your feet while wearing compression socks, the effect is stronger than doing either one alone. When you exercise regularly and stay hydrated, your circulation improves faster. Your swollen legs don't have to be a life sentence. With the right approach, you can see improvement in days, not months. But it requires consistency and commitment to these changes. If this video helped you understand what's really happening with your legs and gave you hope that things can get better, please hit that like button and share it with someone else who might be struggling with the same issue. Your share could literally save someone from serious complications. Drop a comment below and let me know which tip you're going to try first. I love hearing success stories from viewers who take action on this information. And if you want more health tips that could change your life, make sure you're subscribed with notifications turned on. I share evidence-based health information every week that your doctor might not have time to tell you. Remember, you're not just managing diabetes, you're taking charge of your health and your future. Those swollen legs are trying to tell you something important. Now you know how to listen and what to do about it. Take care of yourself, and I'll see you in the next video.